Ever hear that tiny voice in your head whisper, "You're just not good at this"? Maybe it's when you're trying to parallel park, bake bread that doesn't resemble a brick, or attempt yoga and realize that touching your knees is a stretch. Well, my friend, it is time to tell that voice to sit down. That's the fixed mindset talking, a mindset that says our abilities are set in stone, chiseled like a statue that screams, "This is all I've got." Spoiler alert, it's wrong. Welcome back to Savvy Psychologist. I'm your host, Dr. Monica Johnson. Every week on this show, I'll help you face life's challenges with evidence based approaches, a sympathetic ear, and zero judgment. Welcome to the world of growth mindset, where mistakes become opportunities and failure is just the first cousin of progress. Carol Dweck, a psychologist, coined the terms fixed mindset and growth mindset. The latter is a belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents can grow with effort, learning, and persistence. It's less about being the best now and more about getting better as you go. This mindset leads to more success than a fixed one, and I'm going to give some practical tips on how to adopt it. Number one is to embrace the yet. Fixed mindset says, "I can't do this." Growth mindset replies, "You can't do this yet." Adding yet is like adding sprinkles to a cupcake. It transforms everything. Suddenly, the impossibility is temporary. "I can't run a marathon" becomes, "I can't run a marathon yet," which is much less terrifying. Sure, you'll still huff and puff during training, but now you know there's potential. I want you to try this. The next time you feel stuck, tack a yet onto the end of your sentence. Even if it feels cheesy, it shifts your brain from defeat to determination. "I can't stop binge watching cat videos" becomes, "I can't stop binge watching cat videos yet." Progress is progress. Number two is to fail forward. In the growth mindset world, failure isn't the villain, it's the awkward hero in disguise. Mistakes are not proof that you're doomed, they're breadcrumbs on the trail to success. For example, Thomas Edison, the guy who gave us the light bulb, failed thousands of times before he got it right. His response? "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's some serious growth mindset energy right there. So I want you to try this. Reframe your failures as experiments. Didn't get the job? Think, okay, data collected. I need to tweak my approach. Burn the lasagna? Great. You're learning about oven settings and the fine line between crispy and charcoal. Number three is that effort is your superpower. Somewhere along the way, society decided effort was uncool. Growth mindset says otherwise. Putting in the effort is where the magic happens. It's like a workout for your brain. It might not feel great in the moment, but the results are worth it. For example, do you remember learning to ride a bike? It wasn't easy, but you didn't give up after just one scrape. You wobbled, crashed, and probably cried. Then one day you zoomed down the sidewalk like a mini Tour de France champion. That's the power of effort. So I want you to try this. Celebrate your effort, not just the outcome. Give yourself a high five or a cookie for showing up, trying again, and keeping at it. Your inner child on that bike would be proud. Mine literally flew over her handlebars and had all the wind knocked out of her and got back on her bike. Thanks to my younger self. Without you, I wouldn't know how to ride a bike today. Number four is feedback, which is really the breakfast of champions. Feedback is not a personal attack, it's a growth roadmap. Sure, sometimes it stings, like when someone critiques your karaoke rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's essential for improvement. So I want you to try this. When you get feedback, resist the urge to take it personally. Instead, think, what can I learn from this? And if you're the one giving feedback, sprinkle it with kindness and constructive vibes. Number five is to surround yourself with growth minded people. You know that one friend who cheers you on when you're trying something new, even if it's questionable? Keep them close. Growth minded people inspire and motivate us. They're the antidote to those who say, why bother? For example, join a book club, a cooking class, or a group of knitters who embrace imperfection. You'll be amazed how a supportive community fuels your growth. Growth mindset isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming better. It's about laughing at your missteps, celebrating your small wins, and trusting that every stumble gets you closer to where you want to be. So the next time life hands you a metaphorical banana peel, don't let a mixed mindset trip you up. Instead, channel your inner Edison. Add a yet and get back to experimenting. Who knows? Your next mistake might just be a stepping stone to something extraordinary. Now go out there and embrace failure. You've got this. How are you going to allow yourself to grow this year? I really want to know. You can contact me via Instagram at KindMindPsych or via my email at psychologist@quickanddirtytips.com. The Savvy Psychologist is a quick and dirty tips podcast. It's audio engineered by Steve Rickyberg, with script editing by Brandon Getchus. Our podcast and advertising operations specialist is Morgan Christensen. Our digital operations specialist is Holly Hutchings. And our marketing and publicity associate is Davina Tomlin. Nathaniel Hoops is our marketing contractor. Follow Savvy Psychologist on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's all for this episode of Savvy Psychologist. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.